Hey guys, so here's going to be a collection update. A lot of you guys have been asking for one, and I figured I'd go ahead and make one since I've gotten quite a bit of new stuff since the last one I made. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys all the models I have so far. Um, and yeah, so we'll start over here in this case. Up top, there's a 1/87th P&H rope shovel. I can't remember what the model number is right now. Down here in the back is the Volvo EC460C with a Gaz Evans shear. And in front of that is a Komatsu PC450 with a Gaz Evans sorting grapple. Here's the Tonkin Cat 972K. This is the white edition with a Greg Ferguson ProTech snow pusher. Here is a Cinnebogan 860 basically material handler. As you can see, this is the version that has the crusher, bucket, and sorting grapple. Below that is the 860 wheeled version. This is actually the more material handler setup. And down there is the Cat 5110B by Norscot. So that's this cabinet, and now we'll go over to the rest of them. Alright, so here's the next little cabinet over here. Up top is just a cat mug, and then the Cat 390F special edition finish. I don't remember if it's the platinum finish or something like that, but you can see it comes in a nice box with a little base to sit on, and the model's all has a cool unique finish on it, so it's kind of cool. Here's a lot of my CCMs. Right here are two Cat 349Es, the new Cat 375L. I'll just kind of show you a little bit more of it. Really nice model so far. I've seen quite a few things about people's being damaged or faulty or something like that. Mine's pretty good. There's just a few little paint chips on the stick, if you can see them. And on the cylinder up here, nothing super major, but it is still a nice model nonetheless. I'm glad I got one. And next to that is a Cat 385C. This one I actually got just yesterday or a few days ago with the 375 from a fellow collector on Instagram. Down here is a Hitachi 470 by TMZ with a Gaz Evans pulverizer. A black Sword Ford F250. Custom John Deere 470G. Started out as one of the 470 Hitachis, as you see behind it. Was painted by a good friend of mine on Instagram, Kyle Spitzer, or Spitz Diecast. I added the hammer and hydraulic lines myself. There's another Hitachi 470 in the back with a scratch-built coupler and bucket. And there's just a 3D printed bedding box back there. And up here is a Ertl John Deere 624K with custom mud tires, rear fenders, and scratch-built pallet forks. The tines can move or slide back and forth. Down here are all the zero tail swing machines. In the back there is the Cat 335F. There is the Cat 328 DLCR. The body's 3D printed. Has a 335F boom and stick on it, and a coupler and packer. There's the Hitachi 225 with a crusher. The Kobelco ED 160 Blade Runner with Incon and attachments down there. The Diecast Masters Cat 301. Komatsu PC88, Kobelco SK75R, and Cat 309 with a mulcher. Here's another Cat 385. This one's a little bit customized. The counterweight and stick can come off. You can see it has a different bucket on it also. And it's loading a Bell B45E. It's a really nice model. Well worth the price in my opinion. And here's a custom Cat D6T LGP. This needs a little bit of work, but it's a really nice model. Below that, there's some more Hitachis. Right here in front is the Hitachi 670 with ISM tracks and a CI models, coupler and bucket. Next to that are two Hitachi 350s by TMZ. The one in front has a bucket and quick coupler, and the one in the back has a Gaz Evans crusher. And the 350 in the back is the high reach version. As you can see, it comes with two booms. I do not remember who makes this model right now. A lot of plastic. Basically, both the booms are plastic, but they're still really nicely detailed. So that's this cabinet. I'll just close this quick. Got a little bit better view without the glare off it. Down here are kind of my works in progress. So right here is a Cat 374D, 390F with a sewer configuration, and a 390F with a standard configuration. Cat 375 mass excavator project that just kind of lost interest in, and a little international that I'm making into a flatbed. Right here is the Grove GRT 8100 and the Liebherr LTM 1350, and it's got part of the Weiss Brothers lifting kit, which is a really nice kit for anyone that has cranes. Up to the excavators here. Here's two Komatsu PC210s. The one on the right is the Dash 10 with the intelligent machine control. The one on the left is the Dash 11 with the demolition configuration. I added a hammer to that one. A custom Cat 320DL. I weathered it myself, added a cab guard, hydraulic lines, and a quick coupler. Cat 320 and 323Fs. I swapped the booms, so the one on the right is the 320F. It just has the 323 boom stick and bucket, and vice versa. Cat 330DL. I added a cab guard and a 3D printed ripper to it. Two Cat 336Ds. The one on the right, I put a cab guard, I weathered it, stick swapped it, and added hydraulic lines. The one on the right has a cab guard, or the one on the left has a cab guard and a Gaz Evans second member shear. And next to that's another Cat 336D with a grapple, a 3D printed bucket, and the stock bucket. Here's two Diecast Masters Cat 336Es. They both have cab guards. The one on the right, I added a different stick to it. The one on the left, I put custom hydraulic lines, and it has a Gaz Evans auger attachment. Two Northcott Cat 336Es. The one on the right has a cab guard, a hammer, quick coupler, and a bucket. I did the hydraulics myself. The one on the left just has a Jason Nickel coupler and buckets. Cat 336 Next Gen. If you can see, I added all the hydraulic lines. So this is hydraulic lines for a hammer or something, and then I also added the lines for the quick coupler. And it just has a 3D printed tilt bucket. Two Cat 349Fs. The one on the left is stock. The one on the right, I added a quick coupler to. Kobelco SK350. I believe this one's by Motor Art. I'm not 100% sure though. As you can see, I added a quick coupler to it also. PC350 with a pulverizer. And two Komatsu PC490s. The one on the right is the Dash 10. The one on the left is the Dash 11. I put a different quick coupler on the Dash 10 with some 3D printed buckets. Right there are two Komatsu HM400s, two Cat 745s, Cat 740B ejector, Komatsu GD655, Cat 140M3, Cat 982M, Komatsu WA500, Cat 972K with Jason Nickel fork set, Cat 966K, Komatsu WA470, Cat 950K with another set of Jason Nickel forks, Cat 930K with forks, and a Cat 924G. Here's the dozers. This is a Cat D10 T2 by Diecast Masters, D90, a custom D7E LGP with tracks off of a 850K John Deere. Right here is a Cat D6T, customized myself, added lines to the GPS. There's also a 3D printed weight box on the back. Cat D6K and a Cat D5K. Up on the top shelf there, just kind of my odd models out. So here's 3 Oshkosh S-Series mixers. You can see the two are in Revolution and the one was in Sheboygan Concrete. The Oshkosh H-Series with the snowblower, and the P-Series with the plow. All my extra buckets and attachments and parts are just up there because it's above eye level. The International HX250, I believe it is, by Diecast Masters, with the lowboy and the stinger. And it's hauling a old Cat 631E by Norscot. Down to my trucks here. Here's 2 Kenworth T880s. The one on the right has a East dump body. That was done by a buddy on Instagram. And the one on the left has a CT660 dump body, which I customized and built myself. These two are basically identical. Both have silver beds, both have lift axles. A Peterbilt 367. 2 more T880 dumps. These two are both identical, both have red bodies, both have lift axles, basically the same truck. 2 Sword Mat Granite tractors, or straight trucks I guess you'd say. The one on the right is the dump or flatbed configuration. The one on the left is the fuel and lube. And 2 more T880s. The one on the right is a custom built service truck by Ruby's Diecast on Instagram, and the one on the left is built by myself, roughly based off the boom truck I have at work. You can see it's got a paddle finger on the back, flatbed with just some attachments on it. Coming down to the cranes here, or the rest of my cranes I should say. Right there is the TWH Manitowoc 555. That's the 18,000 hook block. The Liebherr LTR 1100. Manitowoc MLC 300 in the back. Grove GMK 4100L. The JCB, I don't remember the model of it. It's the Motor Art telehandler. Down here is the bigger cranes. So right here is the Liebherr LR 1300. The Manitowoc 4100 Ringer, Manitowoc 4100 tower crane back there, the Manitowoc 18,000 and the Maxer, and the Manitowoc 16,000. I just recently put all the cranes over here, so they're all kind of in one spot, which I like better than how they were before, which was kind of just randomly all over. So I'm happy with this, how it looks now. And down here is kind of my shop / yard display or setup. Just start over here with 3 Sword Ford F-250s. These two, as you can see, have the Escort package, so the oversized loads and the wander pole. That's just the short cab, I think it's called. The Cat CS11, Cat 323 next gen with Encon tilt rotator. The hydraulics I did myself. Work in progress, T80 service truck. Cat 259D, one of the first gear Ford F-250s. Here's a white one. Two little vans from Menards. The one on the left you can see I obviously painted. Another first gear F-250. And then there's another Sword 250 with the crew cab version. And here's a shop. It's kind of, I'm still working on adding more details to it. So I got a few more tools coming for it. Just try and make it look as realistic as I can. In there's another T880. It's just in for some work. Right here is a Die-Cast Masters Cat 320D with a cab guard and a rock grinder. You can see another 259D next to that. An Ertl John Deere 470G and a Komatsu WA600. Here's the Pinto trailers. So this is a 3-axle trailer built by a guy on Instagram. You can see it's got the Ham H7i compactor and a bucket. Just a shipping container. And that is the trailer. It comes with the DCP Chevys. Customized, different ramps, bed, jack, and painted. Needs a little bit of work to be completely finished, but it looks good so far. Here's the first gear tag trailers that come with the Fords. And you can see it's got another 301 Cat on it. Here's the East flatbeds. This one has a Kenworth T880 that was customized by Lee Love. WSI Kenworth T800 and a Peterbilt 367. Again, all with East flatbeds. Each of them are slightly different and customized in their own way. Right here is a Peterbilt 379 or 389, I believe it is. That was customized by Kyle. Really the only truck that's not red in my collection. It's a really nice model, really well done. See, it's got a sleeper on it. It's got a 4-axle Rogers, and it has the Keen's Track Frontier screening unit. The Kenworth T880 tandem, I customized this one myself. 3-axle Rogers lowboy, and that was customized by Kyle with a 3D printed trench box. Another T880 that was also customized by myself with a 3-axle beam trailer that was done by Lee, and it has the Cat D6 on it. Another Kenworth T880 with a 4-axle Rogers and a Cat 336D with the 3D printed Rainmaker or dust suppression unit. The Sword Kenworth T800 with Rogers and has a Komatsu D65. Sword Matte Granite with Rogers and a Tonkin 950K. The NZG Komatsu WA380 with a Greg Ferguson snow pusher. A Bobcat S750 with custom built bucket and snow pusher. And in front here is another Kenworth T880 customized by myself with the Die-Cast Masters Jeep lowboy and Stinger setup. And it has a Tonkin Cat 988K. So that's the whole collection as of now. Not really sure what I'm getting next. If there's anything you guys want to see in particular, let me know. I'd be happy to try and make a review or just a little more in-depth video on something. Check out my Instagram. I'll try and link that down below if I remember to. I post on that a lot more than I do on here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.